Hey everybody, Cat's Paper Designs. So I'm here today to share what I am calling a scrappy journal. And the purpose for this is to make something that you can do journaling in as well as scrapbooking. So when I go through the journal, you'll see that it has pockets. And the pockets are for the 4x6 photos that you may take for any kind of event. This one here is made from Maggie Holmes Forever Fields. And the journals that I construct look like this. They're made out of recycled pancake boxes. I really love how it comes out. I don't have to worry about the binding. It's super easy to put together. And I just like the theme of being able to journal, tell a story, record the story, and enter the pictures as well. So you have the both of two worlds. So anyway, the embellishment that I have on the front of this is just some die cuts, and it has a key on here. It has a little copper flower because this Maggie Holmes collection has like copper theme to it. And then I have this blue little bead on here. I attached it to this bottle cap. And then inside the bottle cap is a Prima flower with some florals from the collection that I die cut. And it has a little closure on here that kind of just keeps it closed while you're not using it. It's made to go on a bookshelf. And then towards the back, you'll see that I used this elastic thread to hold in the signatures, not necessarily the pocket pages. So this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like from the top. It has three signatures in there. And this one, most of the signatures are kind of different. And I've done them where they're all the same, but I like a little bit of that that variance on having pages in there from other books and stuff. So the first page cover has this belly band. It has a card that has some journaling on it. And this is a cut apart from a collection. And then these are the photo mats that I have in all the pockets. And they sort of look like that. They're all stitched. Like I said, it's super easy to put together, and you got the best of both worlds. This paper collection is so pretty. Like, I love the designs on Maggie Holmes. She's my favorite designer. And here's the first two pocket pages. There's two to every section, but I made this little embellishment to go on here. It's a little charm. It's a little like flag that you put on a paper clip to hold the little flaps down. So, and it kind of gives it, you know, a little bit of an artistic look to it. So those little flags go right on top of here. And then each of them has two. And what I don't have on the inside of this are the photo mats inside the pockets. But all the pockets are stitched. So the first two go in here. And they slide right in there. I'm sure you could put more pictures in here if you wanted to, but I think two is good, that you don't want it so crowded that you can't get them in and out of the pocket. So that's the first page. Then starts the first signature. This was made for spring gardening, and so January, February, March it kind of represents. So this is what the pages look like. I used all sorts of pages in here. Some are scrapbooking pages. Others are, you know, pages from books and, you know, ephemera. I don't think I have any digitals in here. This is actually a cute dog from a magazine cutout, and I just put it on this little tag for journaling. And here's another little tag made from the pages that are from the collection. Here's a little doily. This page right here is made from parchment paper that was tea dyed. Some of the pages have these little tabs. And a good way to use washi tape, just put it on the end of your journaling pages. These have little pockets in here for, again, some photo pages or photo mats. And here's that parchment, another doily. Here's a little tag insert. I like to make all these little scrappy embellishments using up scraps. They're really super easy to make. The idea came from the Vintage Goose. Here's the next part of the page. Now, this was the first signature right in here, and it's held in, if you can see, with elastic cord. So you can slip these pages out and customize them the way you want. And then here is the little insert with its little bead on there. That is the second little flap to hold these closed. And this collection, I think this is Forever Fields. This one may be from Magical Forest, I'm not sure. I forget now, but anyway, these are the next two pages that go in this little pocket right here. And then there's pages from a little golden book. Eloise, I forget her last name, but she does these illustrations and I absolutely love them. Like, look how beautiful that is. I just think that's just so pretty. The shading, the way the little faces are, the little chubby hands, everything about this is just so cute. So I have a lot of those illustrations in this book. There's the mama. So cute. This is a page from, I think, newspaper. And then I added some sequin thread and sewed it on. These are more scrapbooking pages. They have little journaling cards on the inside from the collection. So there's plenty of journaling spaces to write your stories and record what's going on in the pictures. I love how washi tape, I never use it practically for anything, except I've been finding a lot of use for the washi tape on these journal pages. Here's another little tag in here. Here is a little envelope on the inside. It has bits of paper to do some journaling, write a favorite quote, cute things to go right in there. I used some antique lace that I had gotten from an antique store right here. On some of the pages have that with the washi tape. Here's another doily, more washi tape usage. Here is some tags from the collection and some other tags that were just in my scrap bin. I just love using pieces of scraps. They just kind of stretch your creativity when you go to use them. Isn't that just so precious, so cute? And that little one. Here is the next signature. So this one is the third one. And again, I made this little flag to hold the little flappies shut. And that's how that goes. This is what they look like. Paper from the collection. So pretty. So after you put your pictures and your the little ephemera that you may pick up from, you know, a restaurant or a receipt or some kind of little fun thing that you want to save, that can go right in that pocket. Here's the next signature. Here are some little pieces of paper that you can do some journaling on. It's Maggie Holmes. This one is from Maggie Holmes, I'm pretty sure. I love the way she designs. Here's a piece of like I guess this is like wax paper. I don't know, it has a little butterfly on it. Here is a little envelope that was recycled from junk mail. Lillian Guerrero, I think her name is, she does these all the time and they're so cute. I just love this idea of making a little pocket that looks like a little house. You could put a gift card in there too, so that'll hold something. I just think they're just so cute. Here's some beautiful foil paper from the collection. Here's another beautiful image. This book is kind of gardening themed. And then here is, I got that from a magazine and I just backed it with some brown paper. And more washi tape, pieces of magazine. Here's another little pocket right in here. I have some other photo mats, but they're not in here right now. I'll just mail them separate to the recipient. Some stamped images on this watercolor paper. Here's a little envelope with a little card inside. That goes right down in there. Another pocket here with an embellishment. Just a little something to put a memory in, and some journaling paper. Another beautiful image from that little golden book. Here is a little tag. It's a little booklet that you can do journaling on. A postcard that's vintage, and a piece of the scrapbooking paper. This is from a collection from my stash. I don't even remember what it was. It's like 10 years old. Here's a cute little silk flower embellishment. Another piece of wax paper. Here are some more tags. Little deer, another tag, another little envelope to put something in. That goes right in there. And then here is the last of the photo pocket pages. Here's the little flag on that one. It has a little dove on it. I just love making these. Like, if you just sit down for an evening, you can just make a bunch of these up. They're some fun to make because you can, I don't even think about putting, you know, what kind of papers together. It just all goes. I don't know. It's just so fun to make those. I love this bumblebee paper. And then here are the last two photo envelopes that go in there. They go back to back, so the flaps go down on either side, and the little flags with the paper clips on them hold these little flaps down. And then the last page has a photo mat right in here. And then I had this little extra flag in here. So that is the first book right here. And this is Maggie Holmes' Forever Fields. Love the little charms on here. And then the next one that I did was similar. This is Easter themed and spring themed. I kind of made the front pretty much the same. It has the little bottle top on it, and I punched a hole with my hole punch to hang the little ring for the little dangles on here. I added some little buttons with little punches on here, some trim from Hobby Lobby. This paper is just so pretty. I love that design right on there. That's what the back looks like. Everything is stitched. This opens up like this. And then it's got the same theme to it. I have a little card in here which has a pocket, because this is actually a gift for a friend. And inside of these pockets, I have photo mats. So here's the first page one. And instead of making the flags, I just put the embellishments right on here. And again, these are made from little scraps. And inside each one of the pockets, there is photo mats in here to put pictures. and they have room on the bottom to label them. I thought they were really cute, so they all have at least 2 in there. So that's the first page. And then on the back here is the next one. And then here is the first signature. This also came from a magazine. I just backed it with some brown shopping paper. And then this is the first signature. They're all the same. I thought yellow went really well with this collection. Again, I used some washi tape, some trim, some ribbon, avocado dyed paper with washi tape. Here's brown paper from those Amazon packages that you get. They make such good brown paper, and I just love that crinkle sound. So here are these. I did some stenciling on here. All the signatures in this particular journal are pretty much all the same. So there's plenty of area to put stories, to put pictures, to put whatever you want. You want something in your book, just glue it down. Don't, stress over it. Don't think about it. Here are these 2 pockets, and they have the phonomats in them with the embellishment. That's the first one. And then here is the second one. Here's the pocket. And I just showed you the signature. This is the second one. I actually did this with some decoupage, and this was an image on a napkin. So that looked really, really pretty. It's so bold and pretty. So here is the signature. And then here is the second pocket. Here is the embellishment that is on there. And then these 2 ones slide out. This is what this one looks like. It has a little sheep and a goat that are kind of Eastery. I thought that was a good image to put on there. And then this one, again, Eastery. And that's the third signature. And then this one here has a belly band that you could put a paper underneath there or a picture. So that just has a little photomat behind there. And then here are the pockets that slide out. Again, these have 2 photomats on the inside, and that's what that one looks like. And then the paper is just so pretty. That's what that one looks like. And the cut aparts are with the collection. I got it from Joann's. And then on the back side is the last page, and here there's 3 tags to go in here that you can journal and put smaller pictures on. And then this here flips up, and then there's 2 more photomats on the inside here that folds down. And then it closes on the bottom also. I put these little dangles on the inside of the signatures. And I want to say I got these little, they're like the little disc beads, but they're kind of rubbery. I think I picked them up from AliExpress. But anyway, I like having this little dangle on front. This goes all the way underneath here. It expands as the journal gets bigger. It can expand, so there's plenty of space in there. But that's what I have to show you today. So I hope that you have liked the video. I hope that you were inspired, and I hope that you will come back and see the next video. If you liked what you saw today, I would ask that you subscribe to the channel and also hit that like button. And that little bell on there lets you know when I upload a video. I will be doing a video a week now that I'm able to scrapbook again. And I hope you come back and see me, be a crafty friend, because I'd love to hear from you. And tell me what you think about the combination of scrapbooking and journaling together. Let me know if you like that idea. All right, friends, we'll see you soon. Toodles.